Hello, you pencil neck geeks. Hollywood Joe here with another WWE DVD review. And this time we have the DVD. You Think You Know Me. The Story of Edge. Adam Copeland. And I gotta tell you, I watched this DVD this past week, and it is a very emotional, heartfelt DVD about one of the greatest WWE superstars ever. And I gotta tell you, one of my first memories of Edge, my very first memory that I can remember him standing out to me, was SummerSlam of 1998. He was the mystery partner for Sable against the Marvelous Mark Marrow and Jacqueline. And I gotta tell you, on that night I knew Edge was gonna be something special. And he was gonna be somebody great. And from there we went to the Brood with Christian and Gangrel. On to bigger and better things in the tag team division. Feuding with various tag teams like the Hardys, the Dudleys, Too Cool, and many, many others. But the biggest thing about Edge when he was with Christian is redefining the ladder match with the Hardys and Dudleys. And I gotta tell you, my favorite match that Edge was in with Edge and Christian was the TLC match of WrestleMania 17, where they won the tag team titles. And I gotta tell you, WrestleMania 17 was a great pay-per-view in general. But I really think that was one of the best tag team ladder matches ever, if not the best ever. My favorite Edge singles match. That's a hard one because there's so many good ones out there. But one of them is on this DVD. And it actually was a TLC match. Who would have thought? And it's a Fatal 4-Way TLC match with him, Alberto Del Rio, Rey Mysterio, and Kane. And you saw every part of Edge in, those matches, those TLC matches. I remember the classic encounter he had with John Cena at Unforgiven 2006 in the TLC match. And honestly, I think that was probably John Cena's best match to date. So, Edge has had a really great career. As most of you know, his career ended last year right after WrestleMania due to some severe neck problems. And it's funny, he wrestled injured because to me, him and Del Rio's match was the best match of the night. And it was the opening match of WrestleMania. How coincidental. To me, what I feel WWE should have did, that if they knew it was Edge's last match, they should have let him be the main event. I know the Miz and John Cena with The Rock was main event, but if they knew Edge was going to be done, they should at least put him at main event or at least higher on the card. But not needless to say, Edge has done it all. He held the Intercontinental title, the United States title, WWE and World Heavyweight titles. He was in some brutal matches in 2006 with Mick Foley, and then he teamed with Mick Foley against Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer at Extreme Rules, or ECW One Night Stand 2006. But I gotta tell you, Edge has always had this great character about him. I mean, you love to hate him because he'd sneak his way into anything. He'd sneak his way into a title match, sneak his way into power with Vicky Guerrero and Familia. He was such a great mastermind and the master manipulator, as I said. He didn't get that nickname just for kicks and giggles. He got that nickname because his character really defined what a master manipulator was. and call him the Master Manipulator, call him the Rated R Superstar. I mean, he was all that. I mean, when WWE was pre-PG, before it was PG, Edge pushed a lot of boundaries, and I gotta tell you, my favorite Edge feud to this day is the feud he had with Matt Hardy in the summer and fall of 2005. It was based solely on real life issues between Matt, Edge, and Lita. A lot of tension, a lot of bad blood, a lot of uncertainty in that feud. But boy, they hit each other hard in that feud. And I gotta tell you, the best feuds to ever come out of wrestling are the ones based on personal animosity. And this one was based on personal animosity. And I gotta tell you guys, both Edge and Matt Hardy's career went up after that. Their stock rose after their feud. Obviously, Edge's did a lot quicker, and Edge maintained his popularity and success, where as Matt Hardy, well, we're not even going to get into that. But Edge was always a good heel. Actually, he was a great heel and a really good face. But I got to tell you, I always preferred Edge as a face. Now, if you're looking to know more about Edge, the person, Edge, how he grew up, all that stuff, this is the DVD to have. This right here is the DVD to have. But I will say this: if you're looking for some of Edge's greatest matches, your best bet is to go back a couple years and see if you can find it. It was called Edge, A Decade of Decadence, and it had like Edge's 25 best matches over from 1998 to SummerSlam 2008. I mean, obviously there's a 3-year gap or 4-year gap, but you'll find a lot of Edge's best matches in that DVD. But if you're a wrestling fan, if you're an Edge fan, if you like watching wrestling documentaries, this is a good one. Edge is really heartfelt. His friends are heartfelt. Christian has a lot to say in this DVD. Even former WWE star Rhino has a lot to say. So, I'd go out and buy it. And if you don't buy it, you're a pencil neck geek. Simple as that. Anyways, so be sure to pick up your copy of You Think You Know Me, The Story of Edge, on DVD today at stores like Walmart, Best Buy, and WWEshop.com. And it's truly a DVD worth having. Thank you, and have a great night, and tune in next time for another wrestling DVD review.